The new battlecruiser, or at least the Section 31 Heavy Battlecruiser, is out, and it's about time that I'm going to do the review. So this thing is a R&D promotional pack that you buy from the Zen store, or the duty officers that you buy from the Zen store, the duty officer pack. There is a chance for you to obtain these things if you open those packs. Something that they normally just do, either the R&D or the promotion duty officer packs from the Zen store, but this time they actually did both of them. So that's, they're giving you basically double the amount of chances for you to obtain them, though it is still a gambling. It is still a chance for you to obtain that. If you really want this particular good looking ship, if I say so myself, grab it from the exchange, just bite the bullet, offer the really high amount of money to somebody that is selling this thing, roughly 1.3 million to 1.3 billion to 1.1 billion. That's usually the pricing of these things, especially the R&D promotional packs. That's the ballpark where they are basically sold. So today we are going to do the review about this thing. I'm also going to change the way I'm actually doing all of these reviews just a little bit. Let me know in the comment section if you like the new setup, and especially the comparison, because that's the main thing that I'm going to change. But enough said, let's go to more details. So we got a little bit of a backstory that Cryptic has provided us in the form of text over here. So I'm going to read that, all of these statistics over here that can be obtained and all of that. So this ship is currently packed and can be traded in this state. Once unpacked, it will be bound to the character that opens it and can no longer be traded. You must have an empty ship slot available to unpack your ship. When it comes to secret organization, a few things are as they appear. And Section 31 Command Heavy Battlecruiser is the master of deceptive appearances. Avoiding your senses will even pick it up. Providing your senses will even pick it up. It is powerful stealth capabilities are backed by giant swarm of fighters to overwhelm any foes encounters, and its infiltration capabilities are unmatched. This starship features a command and engineering / command station and a lieutenant universal / intelligence station. The Section 31 Command Heavy Battlecruiser comes equipped with the Forged Turncoat Universal Console. Activating this console will fire a stream of nanites at the target. Upon infecting it, the nanites will confuse the targeting sensors and significantly increase its offensive capability for a short duration. When the nanites wear off, the ship will be disabled for a short duration. This console also provides a passive boost to critical severity and weapon power. Can be equipped in any console slot on any ships, but you can only equip one of these consoles at any given time or any particular ships. While this trait is slotted every several seconds in combat, you will receive a secret mission to take out nearby enemies. This foe is less resistant to you, and defeating them will grant you an increased damage and summon a swarm of Section 31 attack drones to hunt down other targets. There's a really nice mechanic that they put up here. So there's going to be a visual cue for you to see that your enemy, or this secret what's it called? Secret mission to take out the enemy. There's going to be a visual cue for that. So if you take out that particular enemy that is being targeted as your secret mission or secret enemy that you need to kill, the foe is going to be less resistant to you particularly, and also defeating them will grant you an increased damage, and also summon a swarm of Section 31 attack drones. Now this also works if your party members attack that particular enemy. Now the party members are not going to see that particular enemy is your secret mission to kill that enemy, but if they kill that enemy, Regardless, you're going to get increased damage and also the swarm of Section 31 attack drones that is going to aid you. It doesn't matter who kills the secret enemy that is designated towards, or at least for you, as long as that enemy gets vaporized. Additionally, it comes with dark mode. When activated, dark mode will give your ship a massive stealth bonus, rendering you invisible to nearby sensors. However, this boost comes at a risk. Your shields will be offline as long as dark mode is active. When dark mode ends, you will gain a major damage boost for a short duration. Dark mode can be activated out of combat. This vessel comes with a built-in swarm mode. When activated, hundreds of fighter vessels will pour out of your ship and fire anything hostile that approaches you. A number of these drones will frequently peel off of the main swarm to attack any larger vessels that approach you. Activating swarm mode will increase your ship maneuverability, but a small piece of hull capacity. Swarm mode cannot be activated while dark mode is active. Federation and Federation aligned. Okay. Oh, I thought this was also available for the KDF. Okay, so only the Federation can play with this particular ship. Required a rank completing the tutorial, or after the tutorial you can actually utilize this particular good-looking ship, if I say so myself again. Hull modifier 1.4, shield modifier 1.2, 5 weapons on the front, 3 on the aft, room for 4 device slots, with a base turn rate of 8.4 degrees per second, with an impulse modifier of 0.125, with an inertia rating of 35. Plus 15 to weapon power and also plus 5 to engine power. Universal Console is that Forged Turncoat. Also comes with the inspiration abilities, turn the tide against all odds, and battle preparation. This thing can also equip the dual cannon, dual heavy cannon if you want that. This thing has an inert ability that is called dark mode, and also the swarm mode that has to do with this particular ship. It's not a trait that you can put on other ships on your character, but it is also not a universal console that you can equip on other ships that you use. This is just available for this particular ship. So dark mode has to do, or at least is bound to this ship, and also swarm mode is bound to this particular ship. Starship Mastery Package, Battlecruiser, Absorption Plating, Enhanced Weapon, Enhanced Plating, Armored Hull, and that secret mission is the Starship trait that we talked about earlier when you're going to kill that particular enemy. That is very, very nice. All right, let me go to the customization and see what kind of customization we can do on this ship. Right here, we got this beautiful looking ship at the customization. I don't know if this is something that I am interested in to obtain on the holodeck server. So the entire review I'm going to do on the Tribble testing server. That is where I am currently. So we only have one template, obviously. This is the way that the ship comes out of the box with the, oh my god, so many material types. Do we have a unique? Nope. No unique bridge, even though there is a unique bridge featured on this particular ship in the TV show. We only have one different windows, if you can actually call them windows, because the way this ship was actually featured, it was only operated by like the nanites, if I can call it that. The Section 31 nanites and all that. All right, so we got Defiant material type. Oh my god, this ship was like scary to not scary at all. Now, I do want to say one thing, even though I did like the visual review on this thing, all of the materials actually changed out the way that the hull was being displayed. Only these parts right here, this is where all of these swarms come from out of your hull, so these are not going to be affected by any of them, so that's kind of neat, right? This is the only color that they are going to be in all of the visuals that you guys already saw. So we got the defined material right there. We got the section 31 that's out of the box, but there are different material types. Type 1, nice. Let me see if I can zoom in. Nope, I can zoom out, but not zooming in. So we have to do with these. I do like type 1 because it actually changed the way that the warp nacelle actually looks like, and also the blue line that they had is now white. So that's nice. That is definitely nice. We got type 2. Kind of looks a little bit Klingon. Nice. Very, very nice. I like this. I can find this appealing, to be honest. Type 2. Let's see what else we got. We got type 3, a little bit darker. Now, I don't know if these are new material types or not, but they kind of look like they are different. I am liking type 2, to be honest. Type 4, these are new material types that they use right here. Look at this, the warp nacelle glow over there. That's normally is like really that Federation blue. It's like now it's more of a Klingon color. Nice. Klingon orange, reddish, nice. Upside down, it also flies. It also flies good. All right, moving on to type 5. Oh, I like type 5. Type 5 reminds me of the competitive material types. Or this is just giving me that kind of a vibe. All right, moving on to the last one, type 6. And type 6 is definitely changing out the color of the deflector dish. Deflector dish, the warp nacelles over here. Man, sometimes words, right? Okay, so we got the galaxy material types. Not really into the galaxy part. Intelligence. What is intelligence? Kind of like it. I like it. I like the intelligence. I don't know what that is, but sure. We got the intrepid. Big no. Right here. This is just too much. The NX. Yeah, not happening. Not the same experience. Refitted version. Oh, refitted is kind of good. Kind of good. I like the good part. The sovereign. Yeah, nah, not really. Moving on to type 0. Oh, type 0 is good. Not bad, not bad. I like that. Okay, so we got the normal type 1s that are in the game. It's not making this ship any prettier. Type, wait, I need type 2. Don't go too fast. And then we can go to type 3. Type 3 right here. Even though you guys had a little bit of a glimpse, I don't know about this. There are a couple of ones that I really enjoy, but these are like the older versions. So these are not up to 2020 par, to be honest. This is just yeah. So these material types have been in the game and there hasn't been any update on them for a long time. So yeah, that's that. 6. Not bad, not bad. A little bit bright. 7. 7 is very nice. I kind of love 7. 7 is good. But then again, 7 is always good. We got 8. Really high reflective surfaces is very nice. We got 8B. Nah, not really. We got the upgraded material types. Yeah, that's good. And we got the veteran version. That's also nice. I really enjoy the veteran. Veteran is good. But it's going to be out of the box experience, so I need to put it back to where it is or it was. Nice. That is so good. I don't know where I'm going to go with advanced over here because there are very option to put up here. Are there any pattern overlays there? Okay. I'm just selecting something at random just to give you guys an idea if you're going to go this route. Oh my God, there are so many options. You can basically select them at a time. Let's make something really, really weird in color, something that's going to give us yellow. Give me yellow. Yellow over here. Yellowish. Yeah. You can mismatch components, or at least you can color the overlay patterns over there that you can mismatch and make it a little bit worse than I did. To be honest, I'm just going to press cancel and I'm going to go in space to do the comparison because I'm butchering the design already. So I'll be right back. Now we are in space to do the comparison video. Now I always compare it against the Lucari science ship. This is just a ship that you guys should have in your arsenal of ships, in your ship lists. So I'm comparing it against that particular ship, and if we go over here, hopefully I'm not blinding you guys too much, we can actually see that this thing is kind of huge if you compare it to the Lucari science ship. The Lucari science ship right here is basically half of the saucer section, and then 2 times, and then 3 times, and then probably 4 times in size. So that's, yeah, that's big. That's huge. Anyway, the new section that I'm going to put in right about now is going to be a comparison, or at least a alternative to this particular ship. If you really want this, there are definitely alternative ships to buy if you're really liking the bridge officer or the hull modifier or the weapon layout or the console layout. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of alternatives right now. So just going off by the numbers that you guys are seeing, the Section 31 Command Heavy Battlecruiser has a hull modifier 1.4 and a shield modifier 1.2. Now I'm going to give you guys a couple of alternatives just based off of that. So the first one is going to be a through the Stinks Terran Dreadnought Cruiser. This is also a really high expensive ship to buy, but that is just based off up on the hull modifier. So the Stinks comes with a hull modifier 1.45 and also a shield modifier 1.25. So a little bit better. Turn rate is fairly the same. The the Section 31 Command Heavy Battlecruiser comes with a turn rate of 8.5, and this thing has a turn rate of 7. And also on the weapon layout for the Sting's Terran Dreadnought Cruiser, the Stings has 4 weapons on the front, 4 on the aft. If you could compare it against the Section 31 Heavy Battlecruiser, it comes equipped with 5 weapons on the front and 3 on the aft. So if you're going with beams against this particular ship, keep in mind that broadsiding is basically going to do the same deal of damage as the Stings is going to do. So an alternative to that is going to be the Fleet Nimitz class heavy battlecruiser. Now this is also a battle cruiser, but this one is the fleet variant. Now the hull modifier is 1.485, so that's even higher, and also a shield modifier is 1.21, and basically the same weapon layout, 5 on the front, 3 on the aft. So definitely an alternative to the Section 31 battle cruiser. Also on, if you're looking at the consoles layout, the Fleet Nimitz heavy battle cruiser comes with 3 tactical, 5 engineering, and 3 science. So you're basically sacrificing one of the tactical console slots for a science on the Fleet Nimitz heavy battlecruiser. But if you look at the Sting's Terran the Sting's Terran Dreadnought Cruiser, it is going to be 4 consoles on the tactical, 4 on the engineering, and 3 on the science. So these are a little bit of alternative if you're really looking for the same layout. Now, I'm also going to give you a different battlecruiser. This is going to be the Vadvar Astika Heavy Battlecruiser. It's basically the same as the Section 31 Command battlecruiser, but it has a little bit of different statistics. So it got hull modifier 1.5 and a shield modifier 1.16. It basically has the same weapon layout, 5 on the front, 3 on the aft, and has the identical console layout, 4 tactical, 5 engineering, and 2 science. So that's basically the same console layout. The only difference between these things is going to be the bridge officer layout, and also the Astika is going to be from the Lobai, so it's going to cost you less than the 1.5 billion EC mark for the Section 31. So an alternative as well is going to be, this one is the Kelvin Vengeance Intel Dreadnought Cruiser. Definitely an alternative with a hull modifier 1.52 and a shield modifier of 1.15 with a turn rate of 7. So basically identical-ish in that area. It also has 5 weapons on the front, 3 on the aft, and the console layout, 4 tactical, 5 engineering, and 2 science is identical to that. The only thing is going to be different in your bridge officer abilities that you're going to use. So I hope you guys had a little bit of comparison knowledge going on over there, that this particular ship is very good to, if you have enough EC laying around, to obtain it, and if you don't, those were a couple of alternatives that I gave you guys, the majority of them being low-buy ships because they are very similar, or at least similar enough for this particular ship. The only difference is going to be the bridge officer abilities that you're going to use, but that is something that you are going to make a choice, because I'm not really going to tell you how to play the game. So continuing down the review, we are definitely going to take a closer look at the mastery right here. Level 1 plus 25 in physical and kinetic damage. Level 2 in the mastery unlock plus 15 in critical severity. Level 3 is going to give you plus 25 radiation and energy based damage resistance rating. Level 4 is going to give you plus 10% in whole hit points. And the unlockable Starship trait is that secret mission: periodically mark a nearby foe as your secret target while in combat. Secret target has minus 25 all damage resistance rating versus you, and when you defeat a secret target enemy, it's going to create a Section 31 swarm for the next 60 seconds. So they're going to aid you in combat. Now the weapon layout 5.3 we already covered, so there is nothing changing. Also on the deflector, impulse, and shield slots, we got room for 4 device slots that you can equip there. And by devices, they basically mean these things. So engine, so batteries, red matter capacitor, the Kobayashi Maru that's going to aid you, the temporal negotiator that's going to reduce your bridge officer abilities by, or at least the cooldown of your bridge officers, and all of the other ones, the Tyrian surplus and the catalyst over here, all the good stuff you can equip right there. So based off upon the console layout, I'm going to say that this thing is going to be a tank, because you have room for 4 engineering slots. You have 2 for science, so not really heavy on science and science abilities, and also enough consoles to make a difference in tactical, so the traditional DPS, torpedoes, beams, and cannons, and all of that, the normal DPS route. But mainly this is going to be for survivability, because we have room for 5 engineering consoles right there. Not saying that this thing is not going to do traditional DPS, because there is enough room right here for enhancing your traditional DPS, and the majority of you guys are going to slot in universal consoles anyways. So by saying that, you know, it's traditionally this thing is going to do DPS regardless. All right, so let me also give you guys the universal console information. The Section 31 Command Heavy Battlecruiser comes equipped with the Forged Turncoat Universal Console. Activating this console will fire a stream of nanites at the target. Upon infecting it, the nanites will confuse its target sensors and significantly reduce the offensive capability for a short duration. Well, when the nanites wear off, this ship will be disabled for a short duration. This thing also gives you plus 15 in critical severity and also plus 3 in weapon power settings. Now 10-kilometer range to activate this thing, 0.5 seconds after activating this thing is going to be available for the effect to take effect. 2-minute cooldown after the effect goes down, so it's going to confuse the target for the next 8.6 seconds, and it's going to disable for the next 4 seconds when the confuse is going to end. Damage of foe is significantly increased while confused. Improve control effects and also resistance to the same if you want to have this particular universal console to be more effective. Let me grab the Admiralty card for you guys. So the Admiralty card is going to confirm what I was saying. This thing is heavily on engineering. We got 58 points over there. We got in tactical 41 and in science 27. And the special ability is going to give this thing plus 35 in engineering when you're going to slot this one in your project alone, so without any other ships. Now this thing is currently inactive because it's on reserve. The next section is going to be bridge officer layout. We have a lieutenant commander universal station, very nice. We have a lieutenant universal / intelligence bridge officer station right there. We have a commander engineering / command station, and we also have a lieutenant commander tactical station. Okay, very good. I like that. And we also have an ensign engineering station, probably to heal our ships a little bit. Now I'm going to set up the bridge officers to give you guys a couple of command abilities and also a couple of intelligence abilities. Now, as always, this is not a build. Don't use this, for to build your own ship, because I normally, or at least I fly without any skills, as you guys are going to see. Traits are not really up to par, up to fit this particular ship to its full capacity, and there are no universal consoles. So the first part that I'm going to fly this ship is going to be a patrol mission right here. Let me do our Gala 3, 2, 1 and go. And this is just to show you guys out of the box experience. If you are not going to enhance any of these weapons or gear that this ship comes with, it is still going to do good, if I can say it like that. It's not gonna do good. I highly recommend you guys upgrading the gear. Oh my god, my bridge officer didn't come with me. I didn't select them. Can I select them now before I actually go into combat? Let me just... Yeah, no. Okay, so we are definitely going to get a little bit of weapon increasement. I'm just going to fire off what I have. I'm using cannons at the front. Benthans are aiding me in combat. That's nice. Fire a torpedo on the aft. There we go. That one is dead. So coming off of this thing, it is doing its thing, right? It is firing and it is doing damage. But wait a minute. Did I fire on the Benthans? No. There we go. Good. So it is doing its thing. It is working and it is playing as intended. Now I am going to level this thing all the way to level 5 in the Starship Mastery and also give you guys these abilities and upgrade the gear a little bit, or at least put something that I have currently, even though it's not going to be well, maybe I don't know. Let me upgrade this thing and I'll be right back. All right, so I just leveled this thing up. You guys can see on the cooldowns they're still going on because I just got out of the patrol mission where I leveled this thing all the way up, the secret mission Starship trait. And let me also slot that in right now. Let me just remove that. Secret mission S. I need S. Secret mission. There we go. So, a lot of text. Several seconds in combat, you will receive secret mission. Check out nearby enemy ship. When that target foe out of range is defeated, you will acquire a new marked foe as your secret mission. The marked foe is less resistant to you, and then when they are defeated, a spawn of Section 31 attract drones will spawn to hunt down other targets. Okay, so we got that one slotted right here. That's nice. The weapon layout and all of that. This is not the best build. I'm not really good in making builds, so don't take this as your build. Obviously, I slotted in a torpedo because I'm utilizing torpedo spread. I still am going with dual heavy cannons because this ship came with that, so I'm going with that theme. At the aft, I'm utilizing turrets and this morphogenic polar energy weapon. This is basically a torpedo or a polar based damage, so an energy based damage as well. Just the normal stuff that I have. You guys are probably going to have the same deal. The only thing that I did upgrade, or at least got, is the tactical stuff that is going to enhance polar damage. That's these things. As bridge officer goes, I slotted something that I have. Nothing real special up here except these guys. These guys have a little bit of command stations. So we got overwhelming emitters over here just to show off a little bit of command bridge officer ability, and also call in artillery. This is also nice because they are going to call in 3 individual ships that are going to bombard the entire area where you are. Sorry. Or anyway, this one is a intelligent bridge officer station, so I chose intelligence team number 2. This is also nice because it is a little bit... Okay, let me read what this thing actually does if you have no idea. So, intelligence team grants you the target of yourself for a short duration target cloak. Renders them untargetable but still visible, while simultaneously reducing the amount of threat the target generates against all nearby enemies. It also removes the exposed vulnerability debuffs that can be inflicted by enemy intelligent starship. The cloaking granted by this ability cannot be used as other cloaking devices and does not grant any ambush bonuses when it fades. It cannot be activated when you are held or disabled, or can be activated when you are held or disabled. So it basically cloaks your ship a little bit. There it is. It cloaks your ship a little bit, so the enemies are basically going to lose you as a target for a couple of seconds, and then after 3, 2, 1, it's going to decloak yourself. So that is intelligence team that I utilize. Now this ship comes equipped with its own cloaking device. It is basically just a cloaking device. Right here in 3, 2, 1, and click. It basically changes the way that this ship is formed. It basically closed off the warp nacelles, and everybody turned out the lights, so it's not being illuminated anymore. So it is basically just like the equivalent of a cloaking device without actually cloaking your ship. Other abilities that I did not showcase were the deploy swarm, and that is something that I actually want to give you guys as a visual right here, because it is really awesome. Now, when I did all of the vanity shields and all of the gaming visuals, I did it with this particular form. And I didn't do it with swarm mode enabled, because then all of the visuals are going to be really bad to showcase, because all of these platings are going to be opened up. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, and then click. Look at that. Look at that. That is just insane. Look at that. It is good to look at all of the bulkheads and stuff like that. It is definitely changing the ship. Very beautiful to look at. But if I normally do, I do the ship passes and stuff like that, and you can actually see it right here when these swarms are going to impair your vision. So it's not going to be a really good experience, or at least I'm thinking that this way, because these guys are going to follow you around. They basically are going to be part of your ship. And the best thing is for these fighters, when you are going to be in combat, they periodically are going to fire torpedoes at the enemy. And that is a good thing. When I leveled this thing all the way to level 5, so I unlocked the trait, these things were firing off the torpedoes every 1 second. So that's a lot of torpedoes that are being fired against versus the enemy, and that is just this ability by itself. Now we also have the Universal Console, the Forged Turncoat. That is going to confuse the target and is going to disable them as well. And we have the secret mission unlockable Starship trait. So we have lots of stuff to showcase. When it comes to consoles and all of that, I slotted in survivability console. I slotted in the Voth power core to aid me in DPS a little bit. I also got the satellite. So lots of stuff to showcase. Also the Kobayashi Maru to buff me up a little bit, and then just, you know, the normal stuff that is going to help me in aid. And if I'm really down on health and I've used all of these 3 healing abilities, I also have like a secondary, the protomatter field, that's going to regenerate shields and hit points over the duration of I believe 30 seconds or something like that. So that being said, let's get this ship in battle. Hopefully Argala is up. Yes, Argala is up. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and then click, and that should take us to Argala Mission Patrol. Now, I already did Argala Patrol on the low budget, if I can call it that, version. I still don't have any skills or anything like that, so this is still going to be a low budget, but still going to be a little bit better of a gaming experience than normally, because the items that I'm using, all of the bridge officer abilities and all of that, if you have this ship, you basically have the same access to all of the abilities. You can have the same build as I am, and I'm still doing okay, even though this the version that we're going to do is on normal difficulty, so it's not that hard, to be honest. But you can definitely have an understanding that this is just a showcase of this particular ship. You can definitely make it better than I'm displaying it to be. So here we go with these guys. Now what I'm using Chemo, I'm using Beta and Gamma, I'm using Tactical Team, Torpedo Spread, and also Cannon Scatter Volley, because due to all of the turrets that I'm utilizing, and that's gonna hit me, boom, really hard. Oh, not so hard. Not that hard. Not that hard at all. Right, where are the other enemies? The enemies should be there somewhere. Oh crap, I'm just right on top of these guys. Alright, let me just do like a gravity well. This is going to be the satellite that's going to pull them back. I'm also going to call in the Voth power core to do some electrical damage in space. Tactical, or at least intelligence team actually kicked in. That's why you actually saw the ship a little bit cloak and decloak. Now the big thing about this thing is that you need, oh, right here on the top left, you guys can see, oh, that was too fast. This ship had like a marking on top, that was like a yellow circle. That one right there, thank you game, that is basically the trait that is kicking in. That is telling me that is my secret enemy that I need to kill whenever I'm going to kill this guy. A section, or at least another swarm, should be here with us when I'm going to destroy this guy. That should be soon. There we go. That guy's dead. And where is that storm that they were talking about? That should help me out. There we go. These things. Section 31 swarm. So these are really small pets that you cannot control. These are just there. And they are just there for us to aid us in combat. So what else to show you guys? Let me do offensive abilities over here. I basically showed you guys there is the secret enemy marking again. This time it is like a yellowish circle. It is nice. These guys are going to fire torpedoes. Maybe that's something that I want to show you guys. There we go. That circular thing that goes around these guys. There we go. One more. Let me see if they do it when I go real quickly. There, that one's there, that one is firing, that one is firing. So those are just kinetic based damage that you guys are seeing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not firing at this guy. I'm just staying closely. And all of these small swarmers, that are basically just because I did the secret mission, secret enemy to kill. So that's gonna be this guy again. So whenever this guy is going to be destroyed, that's about now. Yep, he's dead. More of these swarms should come and fire. Those are torpedoes again. Secret mission, he's dead. More enemies that way. Now, the awesome thing about this particular ship, it is definitely maneuverable. You guys can see that it is firing torpedoes. Those things are torpedoes right there. It is highly maneuverable, so you can definitely pull off DPS. That is the artillery. That is this ability right here called an artillery. So you can definitely pull off DPS by doing these cannons or dual heavy cannons that I'm using for this particular build. So is this thing something that I'm going to grab myself on the holodeck? Is the entire review I'm doing on the Tribble testing server just to see if this is something that I want. Now I did grab myself one of these tier 6 packs, but to be honest, I am not going to use it. But that is just me. I'm really not liking the way that this ship is performing. It is a beautiful looking ship, don't get me wrong, and I love this. I love the design, I love the layout the way it is, but it's just, I don't know, something is off and I can't put my finger on it. The trade is good. I'm really happy with the trade, but I don't know if this is something that you want to unlock for your, or at least utilize a lot, because you know, these swarm these swarm pets are basically pets. They're not going to enhance your particular DPS. The swarm mode for this particular ship is very awesome, because you guys saw it. It periodically actually fires torpedoes at the enemy that is like in your vicinity. So that's very nice if you're going to be in close combat, if that's even a thing in the STO. Forged Turncoat is, I didn't find it really useful, to be honest, but that's probably has to do with me and not the way that this thing is this thing is built. DPS wise, you guys saw it. It kicked these guys' butts, but then again, we are doing normal difficulty. Just based off of that, there is something that's not tangible for me to say why I not really am going to utilize this ship in my build, but maybe that has to do with me actually loving the bigger ships, the carrier, the smaller maneuverability ships. So it is a beautiful looking ship, but it is not going to be in my arsenal of ships, unfortunately, as it is. It is what it is. Anyway, that's it for this review. Hope you guys had a little bit of knowledge and entertainment coming out of my channel. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the comparison, and also the comparison where I gave you guys a little bit of an alternative to this particular ship. And I would love to see you guys on the next video. Take care and later.